Hey folks, Randy with Wilmington Grill, and today we want to make a video about installing one of our more popular accessories, the side burner. You know, you can upfit your Wilmington grill with a variety of custom accessories to make your grill exactly how you want to make it. And as I said, one of the more popular ones is this side burner, and we want to talk to you today about how easy it is to install this side burner. A couple of safety tips though before we get started. Number one, whether you've got an LP or a natural gas grill, cut that gas off. If you've got an LP gas grill, disconnect the hose from the bottle, the tank, remove that tank completely out of the way. If you've got an LP gas grill, move that tank out of the way. If you've got a natural gas grill, cut that gas off, and above all, keep safe while you're doing this procedure. A couple of tools we're going to need. We're going to need a 3/4 inch wrench. I've got it set up right here for the hose. And you're going to need two 7/16 open-end wrenches, or possibly a 7/16 socket, whatever is your preference. And it'll go much easier if you have somebody helping you. So if you feel safer about that, get somebody to help you. So you've purchased your side burner. It's come in the box, and I've already unpacked it out of the box. And I kind of want to go over what you got, what you're going to receive when you get the box open. So first of all, you've got the grate cover. We're not going to need that grate cover right now. We're just going to set that off to the side. And of course, on the side burner, you've got your grate. Again, we're not going to need that grate right now. We're just going to set that off to the side. And so when you unpack it, you've got your hose here. It's going to have a 3/4 inch connector, swivel connector on each end. And that's what you're going to need your 3/4 inch open-end wrench for. Okay, so that's unpacking the side burner. If you feel so desired, go ahead and peel up all your plastic. That plastic comes from the factory as a protectant to keep it from scratching. So let's take a look at the valve just a minute, because this is going to be your first step. If you'll tilt the side burner up, you'll notice your valve assembly here. Sometimes your valve comes with a little plastic cover. If you pull that plastic cover off, you'll see your threads. Do not uncap this cap on this side right here. Leave that installed. Okay? I'm going to install the side burner hose right here on this thread. So give me just a second and I will install this side burner hose. Thusly. Now when you're installing these connections, you want to make sure that they're firm. Take your 3/4 inch wrench, but don't over tighten the valve. Number one issue of breaking these valves is over tightening them with this 3/4 inch wrench. So you want the valve firm, but not overly tight. That's all we need to do about installing the side burner hose right there. All right, at this point we've got our side burner hose installed. Now, at this time we can take the side burner and set it to the side, because the next step, we want to remove this shelf right here. I may have mentioned it before. We've engineered these Wilmington grills to be completely modular. The average homeowner can install this with no problem. Next step I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my side shelf right here, because my side burner is going to install in the same bracketry, the same hole pattern that we have for the side shelf. In order to access that, I'm going to remove my grate, set that off to the side, and I'm going to remove my flame tray. I'm going to set this off to the side. I will not need that for this step. If you'll look inside your grill, you've got 4 7/16 nuts that hold your side shelf on. I'm going to remove these 7/16 nuts. Start with the bottom ones. You'll start with the bottom ones, it'll go much easier. Those top ones will hold that shelf in place until you get the last bolt out. Do not discard these bolts. I'm going to set them right on top of my burner because I'll need them to install my side burner. Remove the bottom one on the other side. Stage them on top of the burner. Then remove the nut off the top one. Just loosen both of them there on that top one. Loosen them. And I'm going to take the nut off the top one and let that threaded fastener hold that side shelf in place for me. All right. So very carefully going to remove that side shelf. And again, do not discard your threaded fasteners. You're going to need them in order to put the side shelf or the side burner back on. Okay. All right, so at this point, I'm going to take my side burner and I'm going to install it back in the same hole pattern where I just removed my side shelf from. I'm going to install my side burner bolts on the top first, and let those top bolts hold that side burner in place while I assemble the bottom. Alright, I got the two top bolts in place, and that's going to hold my side burner in place for me while I install the two on the bottom. Okay, so at this point, I've got my side burner mounted back in the same hole pattern where I removed my shelf. I've installed my 4 7/16 threaded fasteners, and I've tightened them down. So at this point, I'm ready to start assembling my grill. The only thing I've not done is installed the hose, finished connecting the hose, and I'll get to that in just a second. So I'm going to reinstall my flame tray back on my grill. My grate goes back in place. I would recommend peeling all the plastic off the side burner at this time. Install your grate on your side burner. And if you so desire, you can install your cover on your side burner. Next phase is to install the hose, and this job is complete. Okay folks, so once we've got our side burner all installed, our final step is to install the hose from the side burner to this valve right here on the grill. Okay, so this is what we've done here is we've turned around on the back side of the grill and actually tilted the grill over. It's very easy to do. Just be very gentle with it as you lay it down. Here's the valve right here I'm talking about. So there's a cap right here that we've installed from the factory for the purpose of installing a side burner. So I've taken the liberty of already loosening that with my 3/4 inch wrench. So my next step is to take that cap right off. As you can see right here, that cap came off. And now I'm going to grab my side burner hose and I'm going to install it right here on this threaded portion of this valve. So we'll be right back with you as we complete this task. Okay folks, so we've installed our side burner hose right here using our 3/4 inch wrench. We've taken care not to over tighten that assembly right here and not break this valve, but we do want it nice and firm. Now here's a little tip. Here's what we want you to do. After you get all your connections made, we want you to hook your gas bottle back up, or your natural gas line, either one, and turn gas on. Take something like some dishwashing liquid, soap it up a little bit with some water and soap, and turn your bottle back on and see if it bubbles. That's how you're going to check for leaks on this. I want you to do it on both connections, the one on the side burner and the one here on the actual valve. If you see any bubbles from that soap, tighten those valves down a little bit tighter. You should not see any bubbles from that gas escaping and bubbling up that soap. So again, make sure those valves are good and snug, or those assemblies are good and snug, but not overly tight. So that's all you need to do as far as assembling your gas line hose. Okay folks, we have accomplished installing our side burner on this Wilmington grill. Increase the versatility of our grill somewhat. Now we can fry fish, saute, whatever we choose to do with the side burner. If you have any questions about our accessories or the installation, contact your local Wilmington Grill dealer, contact us here at the factory, or check us out on the web at www.wilmingtongrill.com.